Hello boys, Coolyoshi here, and welcome back to my Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 blind playthrough. In the last episode, we technically finished off the game's main storyline, but found out through a couple of hidden spots that there are still many stuff to do. In fact, because of a couple of challenges not being unlocked or a couple of other things finished, there are still some challenges to do in story mode now. So for now, in the beginning of story mode, we're gonna explore around and see where everyone's got to and see if we can compete in stuff, starting by picking up these items. Anyways, the athletes in a race or a relay start running as soon as they hear a start signal, but it takes a little bit of time for them to push off the start blocks. Do you know how long that bit of time is? 0.1 seconds. If a runner starts too soon, it's a false start. The timing system which measures the start of each runner is extremely precise. Ooh. Mario and Luigi are twins. Luigi is taller, but which one is older? Mario. Though he's shorter than Luigi, Mario's older, but only by a little bit. They are twins after all. And what's Sonic's favorite food? Chili dogs. Sonic loves his hot dogs slathered with slightly spicy chili sauce. That actually makes sense, especially if you watch the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie, because he has one of those during that, so he definitely likes them. What could Bowser blow out of his mouth? Fire, or flames rather. We hope Bowser doesn't do that during the Olympic Games. Can you imagine how dangerous that would be? How high is Dr. Eggman's IQ? 300. Dr. Eggman might be a little bit careless, but he is a genius scientist. I figure before we do anything, we're gonna go through and talk to the other stuff, and then we'll kind of just go around talking to every character we've seen. Okay, that's done. So we're gonna talk to every character we haven't seen. I've been serious. Look at Studio was awesome. I didn't have a ticket, so I watched it on TV. I'm really quite good at this. Don't underestimate me. So we can face off against our opponents once again, if we want to. And I think I am gonna try and do some of that. So I'll show you that you can basically do some of the events that you did from before.
On your marks. Ready.
Looks like Toadette still has the same stuff as before. So you can just retry a mission whenever you want to have fun. But, unfortunately, that's not, something we've already done. So apparently we are not allowed to do that directly. At least not right now. So I think the way we're actually supposed to continue. But still, there you can kind of see that some of the characters will reappear in specific spots, and if you talk to them, you can challenge them to their events that you've seen before. However, they will show as completed, which means technically we don't need to defeat them. Okay, all these other guys are still the same as before, so I guess we'll talk to Jet next. Alright. Okay, so that confirms any character we've basically already seen we can't really do, so let's start by talking to Eggman. Oh, this is the new one. I shall take you on the 4x100 relay. This is a new one. Alright, so this one is required to be done. As the event begins, hold R to charge power. Press A at go to start running. By the way, that's not fully correct. You actually have to start this the moment the start thing appears, and then press A at go at the right time to start running really quick. Press A repeatedly to run. The faster you press the button, the faster you run. Press R to use your super dash. Use it too late and you might crash into the next runner. Press Y as the yellow ring overlaps the dark ring to pass the baton and give it to the next runner. It doesn't say that how to do that, though. Anyways, let's see. Our team's gonna be the original Mario, Luigi, Tails, and Sonic against what is it? The dual team, which also includes Metal Sonic, but Metal Sonic, Dr. Eggman, Bowser Jr., and Bowser are opponents. I thought Eggman Niga would be in this, but I guess not. And also, if you're playing with a co-op character, we have to press a, there's a separate spot if we're playing with friends, because we can actually play as a team during this if you have 4 players, but that obviously won't be showing. So, really, it's just A and Y to do stuff, which means it should be pretty straightforward again. And we're only facing off against one team right now. We got the start! That's cool. I'm gonna just wait to use my super dash until later. There we go. Winning. A new record. Nice. They tried to sneak up on us at the last minute, but we were able to defeat them that time, which is cool. No, what in the blazes? This cannot be. Again? Let's go again. Okay, so, yes, that was a new one. This state is vague, yes, that's correct. Games are even more exciting because they're held once every 4 years. Taking me on again, huh? Well. So all the minigames we've already done, we don't have to do again. Oh, jeez. Okay, this one we've already defeated. So I think the way we have to do this first is to take on the big guys that are new. I'll show you who the real winner is here. Okay, this is the final again, if we want. Okay, well, I think we've done enough of that. So there's one little secret that happened here, but other than that, everything's basically the same. So I think what we need to do is cut to Mario and Sonic right now. Yep. Looks like you can come and go freely into Tokyo 64 now. We can participate in Olympic Games again. Awesome, right, Mario? Wait, we're coming too. We're not going to let it end like this. Say, could you hit the power switch again, Luigi? Thanks, let's do this. So, this is the main thing I want to show off in New Game Plus, or whatever this is. When we get warped back into the thing or press the button, we can warp back with our same competitors again. And from there, we basically warp back down to where we are. And if we talk to our Toad buddy here, we can just finish stuff after that point. Okay, so now we have our other friends as companions, finally. This is the central venue. Pardon me or hurls, I'm up for that challenge. Come, you can trot after me like a puppy. No. This one I will do, just for fun. I just need to make sure, It's nice to see what, the game actually is able to do some stuff. Okay.
Mario, on attempt number 1. Good pace. Uh-oh, what happened? There was more potential than that.
Okay.
Second jump. Speeding up. An amazing jump. An excellent jump.
Yeah, Bowser cannot jump far at all. He's too fat.
Swift as the wind. Now we'll see. That's past 7 meters.
A new record. Interesting. So, by setting a record in each of the minigames on a specific time or better, you can get extra challenges completed. When I get serious, this will never happen again. So, as you can see, by talking to specific NCPs, you can play some of the games that, items that you've already seen before. Which I think is interesting. But if we really want to see what's going on, we need to go to the map and see where everything's gone. Because there's other stuff. Also, I'm probably going to start doing this a little bit more. Since you can do that, we're going to start by heading to this area and see if we can get all the trivia first. Okay, so this mode has been fully cleared. And what about our game room? I can check this out if I want. Game room is completely filled. What about quit match? Is all of our games been played? $400 hurdles, long jump, marathon, kayak, vault, 10-meter platform. Alright, so that confirms we've actually completed all of that, but there is still more to do, particularly in the new game. We can do a little bit of different stuff. But anyways, from there, if you're going for challenge completion in particular, which I will not be doing in this playthrough, which is why I did not mention it as a 100% playthrough. Because otherwise it would be really difficult to do, because some of these challenges are incredibly difficult to perform and take several tries to do it. Because I feel like, if we were to do them normally, it'd be crazy. So yeah, we can talk to those boys and anybody else that we want to at any other spot. But if we want to truly 100% the game, it looks like we'll have to go through the entirety of the Tokyo 2020 map and see which characters have gone where and see if we can do some extra stuff. Speaking of which, we have some new areas to attend to. The Dream Racing Arena, the Dream Karate Arena, and the Dream Shooting Range, which I assume are the new Game Plus stuff. So that's actually where we're going to go to. Starting with my personal favorite from the first spot, Dream Racing, which is an alternate version of the racing theme, but a little bit different. It is a skateboard event, as you can see. We can charge power just like at our other spots in the same time. Then we tilt the stick to turn in a direction. We basically are just moving along an alternative route path. This heavily reminds me of snowboarding from Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, but there's actually a lot of other dream events. So these are special events that are unlike anything else. They are a little bit differently and a couple other stuff. And I'm starting with Dream Racing because this is one of the ones that was showing off in the preview. So yeah, it's basically a 3D skateboarder racing game, sort of Mario Kart inspired, which is really cool. And anyways, so we have to move around, collect rings, and jump off a ramp, bank, or slope to perform tricks. Ride a lawn rail, tilt the stick to balance and keep your speed up. Riding a cert rail will speed you up without requiring to keep your balance. When a super garage is full, hold R and press A on the lamp, bank, or slope to do a super trick, which will give us an extra boost. Performing tricks will give you a boost when you land. And whenever we go into these are a little bit different because, as you can see, we actually have random competitors this time, which is a cool thing they do here. So now we have 8 players to actually compete against. We have to press A as we get to each of the jumps to perform tricks. That's how I do. And there's also items, because this is Dream Racing, baby. It would not be Dream Racing without items. We'll give it a couple of tries and see what happens. So yes, it's basically a racing simulator, but with randomness. Now it is sort of a little bit random, so because of RNG, it might fail a couple times. What's funny is even though I got a record, I failed because Bowser Jr. is just that fast. It's random, as you can see, so obviously we're gonna have to do this a couple times until we win here. I think I just need to activate my skateboard's pro ability as soon as possible. I think I lost the lead somewhere in this rightward spot when I got some stuff. I just realized there's some spots on the right that you can check off of. That's how everyone was getting away so fast. It's because I wasn't doing this good enough. See, look at Bowser Jr. He's going like super fast for some reason. Okay, well now we're catching him. We're kind of just staying next to him while we do some stuff. He lost some rings. That might give us a chance to catch up if we're good enough. Oh, and there's the random items that can happen. Really? Again? That's the second time that's happened before, where I've straight up used the R and just nothing happened. Very difficult. Being the Arc Bear is not necessarily difficult, it's just Bowser Jr. is the one that's really difficult to beat. Okay, let's actually set this up properly this time. This time he didn't stand a chance there. I don't even know what my final time was, but we beat Bowser Jr. and that's what counts there. So as you can see, these dream missions are a little bit more challenging and definitely worthy of our challenge. And again, if you fail multiple times, you'll get some tips and tricks to do stuff, but I was just trying to figure out that on our own. Because I think it's, fey. Anyways, now we have Dream Karate, which is kind of another weird thing. When you knock your opponents down, the planets they land on become yours. Control the most pals by the end of the match to win. Oh, so, in our words, an RNG mess. Press A to punch. Land 3 punches in a row to knock your opponent down. Press X to kick. While you can't kick, the one kick is enough to knock your opponent down. Hold A or X to turn your punch or kick into a hour strike. The longer the charge, the longer the range will be. Press Y to throw your opponent. Move the stick in the direction to choose the direction of the throw. Super guard your spell, press R to do a super strike. So basically just hope for RNG and beat the crap out of everyone. That's the idea. And this time, no Bowser Jr. in sight. Tails, Donkey Kong, and Daisy are here with us. So just A, X, and also B is a hidden validity. Block. It would really help if I could actually hit someone. But we won anyway. That lucky first round is what put us through this. Okay. I'm not sure if I did stuff correctly. I tried spamming kicks and that didn't seem to work well. But, well, it didn't matter. We won on our first try. Now the final event, Dream Shooting. Shoot the target scattered throughout the stage to earn points. The player with the most points at the end wins. Okay, so just find targets and win. Use the stick to move and the B button to jump. Oh, really? We tilt the controller on this stupid one again? It's buttons only, but... Wait a minute, it says the stick thing can be used, but I don't know. You see, my controller is a different special controller, so I'm not sure if it works. Let's just try this. Screw it. If my thing moves up and alright, I will know that I am doing the thing correct. Oh, wait a minute. That's just a joke! Look! I can move my stick! Let's start over. I just realized. I could just use the right stick to do this. That's the advanced controls. See, look, advanced controls, right stick is the advanced control. That's something the game never tells you. Well, okay, now that that's in the mind, let's start over and use it to aim straight at these. And see how much of a combo we can get. We can't really find any good targets around here. The kite tires are coming. Okay, we have to get into the middle ASAP. I'm not getting a lot of points. I think I need to explore more. Back to bonus time again. Well, at least we found a way to do stuff. No one killed it, by the way. And I won by 20,000 points. You know what? I didn't like that full result, though. I feel like I could have done a better combo. So you know what? We're gonna play again! I actually kinda like that event. All the dream events tend to be a little bit better than the regular events because they're focused more on the competition. So the idea is to get a high of enough combo as you possibly can. And the more you combo, the better. That's the idea of it, at least. So that's what we're gonna do. So we'll just go ahead and clear out all those stockades and hope for the best. My new rule for this is don't come into the middle until well it's later. And collect multi-shots to prepare for the bonuses later. Probably should have gone for the targets on the side first, but... Oh, and the kites are coming. Right. I feel kind of bad that I can't play as my favorite character here. It just feels so sad, man. Or at least against him. Yes, the targets respawn as you go through. Ah! I missed! Oh, that cost me my streak. But I think we did good enough. Holy crap, this time is a little bit crazy. Alright, let's see if we can kill the big boy now. We all have to work together to kill it. And for the kites, it says. We destroyed it. That was much better. Oh, there's the record. That's what I was going for, and we did it. Set a record of 800,000 points or better. Cool. Now I think my thing is actually complete, but even then, the game's still not done yet. We have to check out what's happened in the other venues now that we've done stuff. We'll start by heading into Equestrian Park and see what's up there. So we can race Rary again, or we can find this. Horses have to get into the Olympic Games by flying there in an airplane. When humans fly, they need a passport. Do you think a horse needs one too? Yes. Needs a passport to fly in an airplane. Horse passports are different from hero ones. They contain important info like name, address, and what the horse looks like. Human athletes in the Olympic Games have to be old enough to compete, and it's the same for the horses in the equestrian jumping event. How old does a horse have to be to compete? 9 years old. At that age, a horse will have enough experience with a good jockey to complete all the parts of the complicated course in the right order. What mark does Larry have on his head? A star. He has a giant blue star on the left of his head. Look closely next time you see him and you'll spot it. How about I try that? I think when he talks, I can see it sometimes. At least that's what I know. We're gonna talk to everyone, but skip the text just to see if we missed anything. Now, we already talked about this text in a different video, so it's fine. So yes, what I really have to do for 100% is head back to each of the venues and see if there's any original bonus events. But other than that, the major bonus events that get unlocked are the ones you already did there, which are the Dream Racing Arena, Dream Karate Coliseum, and Dream Shooting Range. Those are the only new events that get unlocked from New Game Plus. Everything else is already there from the beginning. Still though, it's pretty nice to do this. And in the next video series, we'll try and do all of the events in single mode, which is something you've probably been waiting. And that's when I'll actually improve my record on some of them. Mushino Forest Sports Plaza is the new. He decides, wait a minute, what am I talking about? I thought I said I would do this. Okay, and so yeah, we can complete against Knuckles and Shadow again if we want. Judges use lots of different hand signals in badminton. Do you know the signal for when the judges can see a shadow cut? It's kind of strange. They cover their eyes with their hands. Judges need to make sure the shadow cut lands inside court lines. If they didn't see where it landed, they say no like in their eyes. Badminton might be based on a much older set that was played hundreds of years ago. Do you know the name of the older set? Eldor and Chilla. What a long name. It said that the name of badminton came from a country estate in the same name located in I don't know what that place is. But yeah, as you can see, there's a bunch of bonus stuff that appeared from finishing the storyline, and I feel like the important part of the video ended. Still though, we definitely got some fun, and I might actually fill a little bit of it by doing the Dream Racing Arena, because holy crap, I freaking love that game. Dream Racing Arena has become like one of my favorite games. I want to play it with my friends as soon as I get a chance. If you ever see a rugby sevens field, it's 70 meters wide and meters around. How long does that compare to a regular rugby field? They're actually the same size, but fewer players. This gives them more space to play. What heart does Diddy Kong have, but not Donkey Kong? A tail. Diddy Kong has a tail, Donkey Kong doesn't. Something I've probably noticed for a while. So yeah, we're basically just going for these again and taking on the lore. And if we already talked... I'm actually kind of glad I talked to a lot of the characters, because had I not talked to them, I would have missed some of the trivia. And the trivia, I think, seems to count towards 100%. We'll do a loop back and try and end at the stadium when we can. I'll try to add some random stuff as I go along, but really, most of the minigames I'll end up playing again anyways when I do the minigame thing. Because they will be a lot different in the actual free play mode than anywhere else. There were so many people here, I thought there was some kind of festival nearby, but it's just an intersection. Yeah, just an intersection, huh? Okay, well, they've opened up a way to explore a little bit further into one of the zones, apparently. Because previously you weren't excited. Oh, boy. What is Yoshi's favorite food? Melons. Very funny, because you would have gotten this had you known... if you play Yoshi's Story for the N64, you would know this. However, melons are not the reason Yoshi is green. That is why it's possible to have Yoshis in other colors, like red, yellow, blue, and pink. And yes, that answer, in case you didn't know, I got that directly from, what was it again? Yoshi's Story. That game has a couple of hints that signify it. In fact, if you eat 8 melons or more in that game, and then trigger a thing, you can get a power-up similar to a superstar that'll make Yoshi completely invincible. That only happens when you eat 8 melons in a row, and it has to be melons. If you eat any other fruit, nothing happens. That's just the way they made it. And I think that's a really cool mechanic, actually. It's a small detail that you probably would miss if you just played through Yoshi's Story normally. I don't like this. This stadium looks a little too blank to not have another event. So, we're gonna talk to everyone again. We can face that as if we want. Of course, we already had some really annoying RNG dealing with them in Tail Test Seals, so I don't think we are gonna do that again. So I guess sometimes not all the things will be the same, unfortunately. So yeah, in case you didn't already notice, if you talk to a specific character or its character that has spawned in a specific area, then you can see some of their bonus content they do. What is the name for a one-on-one showdown at the end of a match with 2 opponents have identical scores in Dream Cry? Sudden death. To ensure a quick fight, the first player to gain territory is declared the victor. So, yeah, had I tied with someone, that would have happened. In Dream Cry, what's the name of the item that sends nearby foes flying when you pick it up? The POW block. I just saw that. When enemies are sent flying, they might bounce off panels. Those panels will become your territory. What is the location of the Dream Cry stage battle after? Well, that's Mushroom Kingdom and/or Peach's Castle. It's a giant place filled with large, lush green field. Peach's Castle is visible in the distance. So yeah, we get to go back to Mushroom Kingdom for that. I didn't know that. What is the mark on Donkey Kong's necktie? It needs DK, which is a short form from Donkey Kong. The icon wears a red necktie marked with his own initials and yellow letters. And fun fact, when he initially appeared in Mario Party, he was too long and complicated to put into the regular gameplay. So for the American version, they just simply have him labeled as DK instead, which is where that comes from. And of course, you can see that on his necktie. In past, Wu did Metal Sonic tried to adopt on Dr. Amen's Amy. It was Sonic who came to Amy's rescue when Metal Sonic tried to kidnap her, which is essentially a reference to one of the Sonic games that not many people have heard of. I believe Sonic CD is the name of the game. Kind of a weird one. Don't actually know where it was initially released. All I know is it's a fun 2D platformer that I watched one time. And I definitely feel like I should play it someday, but not today, right now. But yeah, we're kind of just going on a world tour here. Sorry if this is a little bit boring, but I do want to really make sure I get all the trivia. That's why I'm checking to make sure. And every time I don't see trivia, I'm just going to talk to everyone other than the minigame people. This is just to make sure I didn't mix up anything or miss a specific thing later. And yes, you can play any of the mini-games you beat previously in story mode again here. I'm gonna do this kind of way. I'm gonna clear this from right to left and see if I can actually clear everything. And then at the end, I'll leave story mode to check to see if I got all the trivia. Beyond that, we basically did what we wanted to do. Yeah. Well, pretty interesting. Well, of course, not all the secrets are available in the same spots as you would expect, so we have to go everywhere to find a lot of them. And I believe some of them are also from the Dream Racing Arena, and also some of them come in packs of free. Also, I'm not going to be done for quite a while because I need to make sure I get every single one that, spawned because of doing the Dream Battle events. Because remember, the Dream Battle events trigger some of these to appear. Speaking of which, here's one. In Dream Racing, what objects can be collected to raise your chop speed? The reins. Collect 40 to power up your board. You can get reins from item boxes found on the course, or you can just find them on the course. What's the location of Dream Racing venues modeled after? The Metropolis, and which is why it has reins, which is essentially oh wait, Metropolis. Hang on, this is from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I remember this. And it's also a certain hint at the future evolution of Tokyo. So yeah, that's where we went to. So that's why I like it so much, by the way. So that takes place in Metropolis, also known as the Sonic the Hedgehog 2, one of the final levels. Not the final level, but the true final level in the game for me. Or at least before you chase down Dr. Eggman and defeated stuff. And that, of course, comes from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which for many people is still one of their best 2D games ever made. And that is not a joke. Like, lots of people still think of it that way, and that's a big secret. This is why I wanted to go behind this, because I thought there would be a secret here, and I found it. What displays have the power to control fire? Blaze is princess for an altered direction. As the guardian of the Soul Emeralds, she can control fire. The flash is the only thing that indicates that that was back there, by the way, and I was actually kind of wondering if I had missed something, so perhaps that was there from the beginning and I didn't get it the first time, but oh well. Yeah. So I guess this isn't as boring as you would think, because we're going through tons of trivia while we do this. Wait a minute, I just went to this place, didn't I? Yeah, okay. I can tell by the map. Okay. Actually, going through all this seems really difficult. The Kabuska Feeder we just went to. Huh, Tails is nowhere to be found here. Wasn't there an event here at one point? This is a secret I want to find out. Wait a minute. That is a big secret. So because Tails is in the event, you actually have to talk to him in order to do that. I was like, why can't I start this event? I was like, wow. So that's a nasty secret. So right there, that's one of the only events in the entire game where you can't start it by just talking to a character. Since Tails is actually a character that follows you around, you have to talk to him if you want to do that challenge. I think that's definitely an Easter egg. If I haven't seen Easter eggs before, that's definitely a big Easter egg, because everyone else you have to talk to, but Tails follows you around, so you have to go behind him and talk to him there, and only there does he trigger a minigame. Talking to him anywhere else just does nothing. Anyways, whew, at Tokyo 2020, Olympic Games will include sport climbing for the very first time. In this event, there will be a combination of 3 disciplines: bouldering, lead, and what? Speed climbing. In speed climbing, 2 athletes scramble up a 15-meter wall that's almost vertical. Rogue is a treasure hunter. What type of treasure does she specialize in? Jewels. Rogue is so proud of getting jewels that she's usually paid in gemstones for her work. See, that's what normally happens when you talk to him. So that has to be some sort of Easter egg almost in like its own right, because holy crap, that is definitely a secret that I probably could have figured out. It would have taken me a while to figure out, but yeah. So only that place, and only in that time, only after you have finished the storyline, you can just talk to Tails there, and that triggers the minigame in the place where you had to face him in at one point. It's so goofy, and I actually kind of like it. It's I think that's probably the best Easter egg I found in a while. There are 2 boat types in the canoe events. One of them simply called a canoe, but do you know what the other's called? A kayak. Well, yeah, I obviously know that. Kayak, the athletes paddle on both sides. In a canoe, the athlete kneels in the boat and paddles on just one side. What is Wario's favorite food? Garlic. Garlic is stun herbs that might explain Wario's ridiculous high stamina. Maybe he eats about a handful every day. Are Luigi and Wario brothers like Luigi and Mario? Nope. Luigi and Wario are many things. Schemers, rogues, overall destiny types, but one thing is they are not related. Which I guess explains why they don't look the same or different. They must have been born in separate places for that to happen. Which makes Luigi an even creepier character now you think of it. Like, ever since he was introduced in his initial game, which was Mario Tennis, he's always been kind of one of the more interesting characters, and because of it, a lot of popularity is formed with him. So much to the point where a lot of people sometimes tend to like him more over Luigi in some games, and sometimes he is stronger than Luigi in some of the games, but then again, it's kind of hard to do that. Of course, one thing that I know is many people sad is Nintendo has never really properly given Waluigi a game yet, and I'm still waiting for it to happen. He does have a full game now, but that's in the form of a fan game that can't be played. Anyways, back to the game. Trying to bore you with some stuff while I do this, because I want to make the playthrough a little bit interesting. But yeah, this trivia is probably the closest we can come to doing some of the stuff. And yes, don't worry, we will be playing the events again soon. And by the way, doing the events all in a row can take a little while, so to simplify, I'm going to do all the events at once in one video, similar to how other people do it, which means bonus episode 1 will be all of the quick events played with one character. And obviously, I'm going to add a Yoshi challenge to that, because I just feel like I want Yoshi to challenge all of them, because I think Yoshi can destroy them. That being said, I'm not necessarily going to win all the minigames, I just want to try and get close records in them. Of course, once you play the minigames, lots of things change. Mainly, lots of the stuff that determines whether or not you win or not. That actually matters quite a bit more in some of the later games. Ugh. Knowing exactly where to get all the stuff for 100% is probably very difficult to do. Yeah. keep in mind, if you're going for records on some of the games, I'm not sure if you can set records in the games with, like, just one character, like, in a storyline, like the Luigi or whatever whoever gets used. I'm pretty sure the games that have records, you can't set records in them immediately. But anyways, there are two types of surfboards in surfing, the longboard and shortboard. Which one will be used at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020? The shortboard. The point and tip which helps it turn, make it quicker to maneuver and more receptive to dynamic techniques. What is the name of the star child of Charles Refusing at Kata Territory? Luma. Cause yeah, I definitely have played Mario Galaxy just recently, so yeah, I know this. Rosalina washes over them just as a mother would, as well. Apparently, which is cool to know. But yeah. This trivia is definitely getting excited, but anyways, yeah, back to that thing. If you're going for records or challenges in all of the games, I'm pretty sure you can't get all of them in story mode. There are some you can get, but there are some that you probably absolutely can't get. So, in order to get some of those, you have to play Quick Match to do those, where you can just choose a character, and then there will be a specific character you can use that will do better than others. That's how you can really push the record further. But beyond that, yeah, that's it. And in case you're wondering, the online for this game is definitely good. I might show off later, but it depends. The online I tried to do in one of the other games wasn't necessarily the most popular. So far, I feel like the online for both Mario Kart 64 and Super Smash Bros. For obvious reasons is probably the best. So we'll probably see some of those later on, but the other ones, not so much. Anyways, back to the Olympic Boxing Center again. What I think is crazy is, of the Premium 6, we've only... X that Dr. Eggman mentions, we've only ever seen 2 of them. Zavik and Zaz. But there's actually more of them. Beyond that, I don't actually remember where they come from, because again, I don't play Sonic much. I grew up playing Mario games, so... Now, there's still Dream Shooting, so obviously there's still a lot of secrets to find in particular. So obviously we still have a lot to look at, because if we don't... Oh, speaking of which, we found Dream Shooting finally. And Dream Shooting went through the gadget's fire in place of bullets. Acorns. By picking up a multi-shot battle, you can fire a spread of acorns. It's the name of the bonus you can earn by hitting a target so far you can't lock onto it. Range bonus. The farther away the target, the more points it's worth. What type of ability is used in a Dream Shooting venue? A Japanese manor. The venue looks like a traditional manor and garden from old Japan. In the distance, you can even see Mount Fuji. That depends on where you look, obviously. Sometimes it won't always be visible, you know? So this will be by, this will probably... So I'm guessing the first part will actually be my finale, and the second part will be my other stuff. Also, we got back to Baguska Feeder, so let's just go back to Olympic Stadium finish, and... You know what? I think we've been doing a little bit too more walking. Time to change that. We're gonna face Eggman again, just for fun. In the relay, because, no, I don't want... Oh, wait, no. We already faced Eggman. Let's face Bowser again. Oh, but this time, let's control Sonic instead. Sonic! Here we go. I thought I would do something interesting to make things different. Hopefully I actually get this to work, because otherwise it'll be bad.
On your marks.
Ready.
was insane!
Okay, I got a new record with that, but not fast enough for a new record. Let's see, we have Mario in second, just right behind me. Then we have Shadow in third, Yoshi in fourth, Dr. Eggman in fifth, Luigi bringing up the rear with 6, Tails in 7th, and Bowser bringing up the rear with a 20. So yeah, Bowser kind of performed pathetically. And it doesn't help that he's a strange character, so he generally goes slower in some of these events. All of the characters have different properties that change their things. No, I'm not having it. I must win. I will win. We're gonna do this again. And with that, we're just gonna exit very quick to check my thing. Okay, well... From the looks of it, I've missed one trio set here. Wait a minute. I think I know which one it is. There's another character in here that I'm missing. And I'm thinking it's either Dr. Eggman or someone else. Or Mario, actually. Wait, no. From the looks of it, I must have missed, like, a trio mode. But I do want to finish this by doing our stuff. So I'll actually be right back and see if I can find the trivia thing for you. And then I'll finish off story mode from there. Hello, boys. I am back. And turns out, I'm not really missing much. All of the secret trivia I'm missing is also some of the secretest and most secret spots that can get really annoying to find if you're not careful. So we're just gonna kind of go for these in order and hope that we find something. I believe out of the 3 of these, I've gotten 2 of these and missed 3 of them. I currently have 3 trivia left to go, and I do want to complete that. So for the first one, we have to go back to the Canoe because we did actually miss something, and it can be found from a stone around a fence in Cameron to the left of the Lantern Arch. So that means we have to go around here, and here you can see, you can kind of just barely see it, dimly lit. What is the name of the Tokyo 2020 games theme song? Tokyo Gurren Undo 2020. It's the same song as Tokyo Gurren Undo from 1964, except it has a brand new 5th verse that's all about the Paralympic Games. Cool to know. Too bad we probably won't get to hear that for a while due to COVID and whatnot, but yeah. Next is the number 7 one. The climbing wall one is number 8, but I already got that, so now we have to go to the Urban Sports Park Skateboarding Arena. So, right behind this mascot here, you'll see there's a little secret sticking out on the right. Who's excited to see skateboards compete in the Olympic Games for the first time? You probably are, but how much do you know about the sort? Do you know what wood the boards are made of? Hard maple. Hard maple is very strong, so it's perfect for all the hard riding and cool tricks that skateboarders do. Hard maple has been used since the sport was first invented. Do you know Tails' real name? Miles Farrer. Tails is actually a nickname. It comes from his 2 bushy tails, of course. Sometimes he does show his name off in a couple of categories instead of being referred to Tails. Particularly in the second game, sometimes if you looked through stuff, it would say presented, it would occasionally read Tails miles per hour as the second spot behind Sport Climbing Wall. I just realized both of these are the same exact spot, so yeah, that was a double that we missed as well. I was wondering if I had missed a double or not. But anyway, with that, I believe we've collected all the trivia, which is this game's form of 100%, which tests if you do some stuff. Also, whoops. Okay, I guess I may as well say my goodbyes while I wait. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough, or at least the main part of it. We'd like if you enjoyed this bonus episode, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. As you can see, we got all of the modes from here, and all the trivia modes from here as well. So now we know a little bit more about Mario and Sonic in general, as well as a lot about the Olympic Games, but that is not necessarily going to be the end of this. In the next mode, we will be going through Quit Match on every single minigame with just one character and see how we do. Each character has a different performance, so obviously it'll be a little bit different every time, but from there, yeah, we'll just end it here. Leave a like if you enjoy, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we maybe try and do all the events in this game. Until then, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.